ask you, Minister, why didn't you address the Russian aggression, that this was the only reason for this conflict, and that if Ukraine stops to defend itself, the sovereignty of Ukraine would be gone, and if Russia stops the war, the conflict would come to an end. And if we follow your proposals to come to a ceasefire, wouldn't this only cement a new frozen conflict in Europe? Thank you.
John, thank you. I don't know if I can answer these questions in 3 minutes, but I will try. Several questions insinuated that I'm equating between the invader and the invaded. I think this is an emotional reaction, but what I'm putting forward is conflict resolution. I'm not saying which side is right or wrong, and I think this is being taken mistakenly, because Indonesia's position is very clear. In the United Nations, we voted against the Russian invasion. We voted. You can check our voting record. We are not talking about right or wrong. I'm just proposing that we attempt at conflict resolution, and this has been done historically. Please, our European friends, please do not think in terms of 5 or 10 years. Think in terms of 50 years. We in Asia, we have our share of conflict, of war. Maybe more disastrous, more bloody than what's being experienced in Ukraine. Ask our Vietnamese friends, our Vietnamese brothers, ask our Cambodian brothers. Ask them how many times they've been invaded. Ask our Vietnamese friends how many times we have been invaded. Ask Indonesians how many times we have been invaded. We know war. We want to resolve. We want to help. But again, it's up to the two parties. What is the United Nations for, if not for conflict resolution? Why is a proposal for a demilitarized zone so taken as if it's not rational? We have a demilitarized zone in Korea. We had a demilitarized zone between North and South Vietnam. We had a demilitarized zone in the Sinai. We have now United States monitoring force in many countries. There are conflicts not only in Europe. There are violations of sovereignty not only in Europe. Ask our brothers in the Middle East. Ask the Africans. Ask the people of the Democratic Republic of Congo. How many countries invaded them? There are United Nations forces in the Congo. So what I'm proposing is how we try to resolve this conflict by respecting the United Nations. That's all. I'm not equating aggression with the aggressors. Please understand, we in this part of the world, we have been victims of aggression many times.